Greetings, this is Bloodrill and welcome back to Let's Play Deadly Premonition. I think we talked with everyone, we're about to leave. Yeah, we can't open those, we have opened that before. Should be okay to leave, I guess, but let me try again. Yes, nothing new. We talked to George. Did we talk to George? I think we did.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
New stuff.
Sack. Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Did she wear a fucking gown?
Let's
Yes.
forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
Why?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Wow, he'd not like that.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high
fucking
school.
cancer.
She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Okay, that was a weird way to end it. Cancer sucks. Not that I'm telling you anything new, I guess, but still, fuck cancer.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
No umbrellas
York.
anywhere in this place.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
Alright. Save. And what is my mission actually now? Time to go to the hotel, I think. Now that I saved, I can't change something in my map. Come on. Good job. Alright. Let's see. The hotel. Yes, it is up there. And it's close. So left, right. Oh, right. My car is not here, of course. Fine, I'll take this piece of shit. And I already... Nope, wrong way. Come on. This car turns better than the sport car for some reason.
Let's focus on the case at hand. The murders with the red seeds. Officially, the Bureau has not made a statement about these seeds. Some even claim that they are irrelevant to the killings. But after the red seeds were found in a Boston homicide, I've been unable to get them out of my head. I've even gone through all of the files looking for similar cases, and we found 7 other homicides related to the seeds. The victims were all young girls, and they were killed in 8 different states. They arrested all 7 murderers, but there was no connection between them. However, we must not overlook there was one thing linking the cases together, and that's the red seeds.
And I have a hunch this case here in Greenvale is going to lead us to the truth about those seeds. Don't you think so, Zach?
Well, let's just do what we can do and do our best. And by doing our best, I'm sure we'll get to where we need to go.
Alright. Alright, it's this time. Trying to remember what the hell happened in the previous episodes.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
Yeah.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim.
Dumbest
The
death
third
ever.
victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It was right after the crime. What? What does that mean?
That's right. Diane was still alive.
Ah, okay.
This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are 2 possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other.
Becky was also
Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
alive. George. Ah, him. He means okay. George was also
That's
suspect, or should be anyway.
Case. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Cason's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Cason up in the basement. Now what did Cason hear when he was locked up?
Footsteps.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
No.
Me too. Usha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach.
When did that happen?
This confirms her as a victim of the raincoat killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
It sounds so weird in this game. Well, hello.
Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What the hell?
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never
Yeah.
seen his face,
That cigarette in his hand.
but he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
What the hell?
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes. So I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist.
I think...
Even if it means losing someone that you love.
God damn it.
When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and
What?
then killed himself.
Oh,
Jesus fucking
I'm
Christ.
so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer.
You're crazy, we know that.
And here we are, working together,
Makes sense, of
getting
course.
through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with
This
Emily.
Jesus.
She's really interested in you.
Maybe you do, but
I think she's
let him
starting
get
to
away.
have certain feelings for you.
What is wrong with you?
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
This is a very
I don't know
funny
if it comes to
pack, by the
that.
way.
Let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Let's see if it goes away now that it's loading.
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I'm going mad. I know you're there. Come on, please! Thomas! 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 Thomas!
Okay, that was weird. What the the fuck with this game and the people in this game. Alright. Save completed. Nice. And that was episode 2 complete, I think. Let me end this episode here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment if you want.